Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Forest of Secrets, Chapter 7. Now, in this chapter, it starts off right after Blue Star gets angry at Fireheart. And so he's kind of leaving, he's a little bit sad, but he actually bumps into, I don't think he quite bumps into, almost, and Cinderpaw slides and sprays snow all over Fireheart. But they almost bump into each other, and then Fireheart just starts to feel better just seeing Cinderpaw. It's like, hey, what are you doing? They're gonna go collect herbs for Yellowfang. Do you want to come with me? And Fireheart says, yeah, let's go. And so they run off together, side by side, to go look for herbs. Now, before they get out of camp, they hear a group of kids yelling, traitor, murderer, and kind of stop and look around, and they see a bunch of kids that are kind of teasing and hurting Broken Tail by like punching him and running away, biting his tail and running away. And if Broken Tail tries to like just kind of push them away, the cat that's on guard, the warrior that's on guard, which in this case is Darkstripe, is like, if you touch those kids, I'll kill you. And so Broken Tail can't even defend himself as these kids are like biting him and punching him and teasing him. When Fireheart sees this, it really, even though he really doesn't like Broken Tail, he doesn't think it's noble to attack, someone that's can't defend themselves. And then he sees Cloud Kit doing this. When he sees Cloud Kit doing this, he gets really angry. So he jumps over there and he tells the other kids, go home right now. And then he grabs Cloud Kit and he says, but you. And as he starts to lecture Cloud Kit, Broken Tail walks by and says, oh, leave him alone. And he says, I'm going to handle this. And then Darkstripe says, kitty pet, and walks away. Now, Fireheart asks Cloud Kit, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said, kitty pet? And Cloud Kit says, yeah, I heard him, but what does that mean? And Cloud Kit's kind of angry and he's kind of talking back. And then Fireheart tells him, like, kitty pet means you grew up in a two-leg place. That's where I was born. I was born in a two-leg place, but I became a warrior. And he said, and you were born in a two-leg place. And Cloud Kit is like, what? I was born here. And when Fireheart realizes that Cloud Kit never knew he was a kitty pet, he's like, oh, shoot. And he's like, Brindleface didn't tell you or anything? And he's like, no. And he's like, your mom is actually a cat named Princess. And she gave you to me so you can be a warrior here. And Cloud Kit's a little bit sad, hurt about this. But then he says, look, kitty pet just means that you got to try twice as hard to earn everyone's respect. But we're no different from anyone. And Cloud Kit says, I'm going to be the best warrior in the world. And Fireheart says, good, I believe that. But a good warrior, a noble warrior, doesn't just kill. A noble warrior only fights when he has to. And he kind of talks about Broken Star. And then Cinderpaw comes over and they kind of lead Broken Star back to his room. And then they go off to go hunting. And Cloud Kit says, can I come? And Fireheart's like, oh man, I don't know. But Cinderpaw says, come on, let him come. And he says, fine. But if you make one mistake, you're going back to the nursery. And so he's like, yeah, and they all come out. So they go herbal hunting, and Fireheart and Cinderpaw are talking, and Cinderpaw's really wise. She's saying a lot of good stuff. And Cloud Kit's like running around looking for berries, and he finds some, and he's like, oh, here's some berries, and they're juicy, and they look good, and he's just gonna go grab and taste one. And Cinderpaw runs over faster than Fireheart's seen her move since the accident, and she just crashes in to Cloud Kit. It's like, don't ever touch those. Don't eat those berries. Those can kill you. Be careful. And Cloud Kit's like, oh my god. And then she kind of calms down. She says, come over, look at these. And he looks at him really closely, and she says, these berries will kill you. Be careful. And promise me that you'll never eat any food you don't know what it is. And he's like, yes, yes, okay. And then she takes a deep breath. She says, okay, now go find some more berries and tell me what you find, but don't eat them until we look at them first. It's okay. And he jumps off. And Fireheart's like, whoa, dang, you're really good at that. And she's like, yeah, Yellowfang's been teaching me well. And then they keep walking along after Cloud Kit, and then Cinderpaw says, man, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I can't be a warrior. All I ever wanted to do was be like Bluestar. And now I'm never going to be able to do that. What's the clan going to do with me? And Fireheart says, I don't know, but you should talk to Bluestar. I think Bluestar knows, and you'll be okay. And don't give up. And she's like, yeah, you're right. And she kind of goes off. And then Fireheart's kind of wondering, like, man, what is it? Like, Bluestar is noble and honorable and wise. Why did she get so angry when I brought up those two kits? And why doesn't she care about Tiger Claw? And he's just like, oh man, maybe this is too complicated for me to understand. And that ends chapter 7. Some vocabulary. Collided means crash together, hit together, collide. Pounce, I'm sure we've had this word before, but that means to jump, to attack. It's the way that a cat waiting, getting closer, and boom! That's pounce. Flay, oh man. Flay is to like take the skin off of something. So you like fillet a fish. You open it up and you take off the scales and you take out the meat, something like that. After you go hunting, you have to fillet the deer or the cow and you take off the skin from the meat. And so Darkstripe says, I'll flay you to Broken Star, which is like taking off his skin. Mutinously, mutiny or is to betray. This kind of word comes from like a boat. So imagine 500 years ago, 400 years ago, you're on a boat and the captain is there and the captain has all the power. Okay. You're almost like a slave on a boat and you're going through and the captain starts making some bad decisions or decisions you don't agree with. Maybe you're pirates. Okay. Maybe it's a good captain. You're just a bad crew. And eventually you get together and say, hey guys, we should kill the captain. Oh, that is mutiny. That's betrayal. And sometimes that would happen. The crew of the ship would kill the captain and then they would take the ship and sail off to become pirates or something. Contemptuous. We've had this word before, but it's like filled with anger, disgust, hatred. Ugh, kitty pet. All right. Ugh, gross. Non-committal is like neutral. Commit means you will do it. Non-committal means not commit. And so she says, like, he's going to be a great apprentice. Cloud Kit, and Broken Tail, and oh my goodness. Oh, Cinderpaw. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cinderpaw. Cinderpaw tells Fireheart, Cloud Kit's going to be a great apprentice. And Fireheart doesn't want to say, yeah, he's going to be awesome. Or doesn't want to say, oh, I don't think he'll be good. Just kind of gives a, just a non-committal, like maybe. And subdued is not calmed, subdued. And he's never seen Cloud Kit so subdued as after Cinderpaw kind of ran into him and lectured him. That leaves us with our discussion question, which is, how would you have handled the kits that were teasing Broken Tail? Okay, all these kits attacking, hurting Broken Tail. What would you have done? Would you have let them be? Would you have scolded them like Fireheart? Would you have done something different? How would you have handled that situation? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.